Hello and welcome to Mr. English Lab. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. My name is Laura, and this is the podcast where we learn English together in a fun, simple, and useful way. If you are someone who wants to understand English better, speak more confidently, and learn about interesting ideas at the same time, you're in the right place. Every episode, I talk about real-life topics in easy English so that you can practice listening, learn new words, and think about something meaningful. Today's topic: time is wealth. In today's episode, we are going to talk about something that every single person in the world has, but many people don't think deeply about. That special thing is time. Yes, time. Something invisible but very, very important. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Not more, not less. It doesn't matter if you are rich or poor, young or old, a student or a worker. We all get exactly 24 hours every day. But what really matters is how we use that time. Some people use their time in smart and productive ways, while others waste it without even noticing. That's why the title of this episode is Time is Wealth, Treat Your Time Like Money. What does that mean? Usually, when we think of wealth, we think of money, right? We think of gold, big houses, cars, or expensive things. We save money, we spend it, we worry about it, and we try not to lose it. But do we do the same with our time? Not always. We often forget that time is also a kind of wealth, something valuable that we can spend, save, or waste. The difference is that once time is gone, we can never get it back. You can lose money and earn it again, but lost time never returns. That's why time is not just wealth, it might even be more valuable than money. Time and money, the same idea. Let's think about this in a simple way. Imagine you have $100. If you spend it on things you don't need, the money disappears quickly. But if you use it wisely, maybe you buy healthy food, pay for your studies, or save it for later. It helps you live a better life. Time works the same way. If you spend hours doing things that don't help you grow, for example, scrolling on your phone, watching videos for hours, or complaining, that time is gone forever. You can't get it back. But if you use your time well for learning, working, resting, or spending it with loved ones, you are building a better, happier, and more successful life. So, yes, time really is wealth. Simple examples. Let's look at some simple examples to help you understand this idea clearly. Example 1. You go to a market with $10. You can buy cheap junk food that doesn't help your health, or you can buy fresh fruits and vegetables that give your body energy and strength. Both cost the same money, but one choice gives you more value. Example 2. You have 2 free hours in the evening. You can spend those hours scrolling through social media, or you can use them to study English, read a good book, or exercise. What do you get from each choice? From the first one, maybe a few laughs or funny videos. From the second, you get knowledge, confidence, and a better future. The difference is in how you choose to spend your time. How to use your time wisely. So, how can we use our time in a smart way? Here are a few simple ideas. Plan your day. Every morning, take a few minutes to think about what's most important for you today. Make a short list of things you really need to do. Set priorities. Not everything is equally important. Do the important things first, the ones that help you move closer to your goals. Avoid wasting time. Notice what steals your time. Is it your phone? TV? Negative thoughts? Try to reduce those things little by little. Take breaks. Using time wisely doesn't mean working all the time. Rest is also valuable. When you rest, you recharge your energy and can do your best work later. Use small moments well. Even short times, like 10 minutes waiting for the bus, can be useful. You can listen to an English podcast, review new words, or just think about your goals. The big idea. Your time is your life. How you spend your time is how you spend your life. So when we say time is wealth, we mean that Every minute you have is like a coin. You can spend it on something valuable or waste it without thinking. When you start treating your time like money, you become more careful, more focused, and more thankful. And soon, you will see that your days become more meaningful and full of progress. So, are you ready to use your time wisely? Are you ready to make your hours, minutes, and days work for you, not against you? Great! Let's begin this episode of Mr. English Lab and discover how your time can truly become your greatest treasure. Let's take another example, studying. Let's think about studying. If you spend just 30 minutes each day learning something new, like English or another skill, that doesn't sound like much, right? But if you do that every day for 1 month, that's more than 15 hours of learning. 15 hours. That's a big investment of time, and it gives you real results. You will understand more, speak better, and feel more confident. But what happens if you say, "Oh, it's only 30 minutes. I'll do it later"? If you keep saying that again and again, days pass, weeks pass, and nothing changes. Your time goes away, and you get no results. That's why small, consistent actions are so powerful. Relaxing the smart way. Now, let's talk about relaxing. Rest is very important. We all need it. But not all rest is the same. Sometimes we think watching random videos or scrolling on our phones for hours is rest. It feels like rest at first, but often it makes us more tired afterward. Have you ever noticed that? You watch videos for 2 hours and then feel lazy or sleepy, not refreshed. On the other hand, if you take a short walk, listen to calm music, stretch your body, or just sit quietly and think, you give your mind real peace. That's smart rest, real rest that helps you feel better and ready to learn or work again. That's just like spending your money wisely. Good spending gives you good results. Bad spending gives you nothing. The same rule works for your time. Imagine a time bank. Now, let's imagine something fun. Think of your life like a bank, a special bank that gives you time instead of money. Every morning, your time bank gives you 1,440 minutes because there are 1,440 minutes in a day. You can use those minutes in any way you like: learning, working, talking with friends, relaxing, or even worrying. But here's the rule: you cannot save your minutes for tomorrow. You can't keep them, you can't store them, and you can't return them. Once today is gone, all your minutes are gone too. So, you must decide how to spend your minutes wisely, just like money. Time is wealth more than just money. Some people say time is money. And yes, that's true in many ways. We use time to work and earn money. If we waste time, we might lose money too. But I think the phrase time is wealth is even better. Why? Because wealth isn't only about money. True wealth is about health, knowledge, peace, happiness, and life itself. Time gives you all of those things if you use it well. If you respect your time, it gives you rewards, success, peace, and progress. If you waste your time, it quietly takes those rewards away. So, when you hear the phrase time is wealth, remember this. You are rich every day. You are rich not because of what's in your pocket, but because of the hours in your hands. It's your choice how to use them. Spend them with care. Use them in ways that build your future, improve your health, grow your knowledge, and make you happy. Why is time so valuable? Now that we understand the idea that time is wealth, let's look deeper at why time is so valuable. Why do people say time is even more important than money? Why do successful people always talk about managing time wisely? One of the biggest reasons is this: time is limited. That means we don't have an endless supply of time. We can't create more time, and we can't save it for later. Each of us has a limited number of years, months, days, hours, and minutes in our life. When you use time, it's gone and you can never get it back. That makes time very special, something we should never waste. A simple example. Imagine you are holding a glass of water. If you drink it slowly, you can enjoy it for a while. But if you spill it or waste it, the water is gone. You can't put it back in the glass. Time is exactly like that. Every minute that passes is like water leaving the glass. Once it's gone forever. That's why people say you can't get time back. Money is different. If you lose money, you can earn more. You can work another day, find another job, or save again next month. There are always chances to make more money. But if you waste 1 hour, you cannot get that hour again. You cannot travel back in time. That's why time is the most valuable thing you have. Why time is so valuable. That hour is lost forever. And that's exactly what makes time so valuable. Time is not renewable. We can't make more of it. Once it's gone, it's gone. But there's something very special about time too. It's fair. Time doesn't care who you are. It doesn't matter if you are rich or poor, young or old, famous or unknown. Everyone gets the same 24 hours in a day. Every morning, a billionaire and a student both wake up with 24 fresh hours. A mother working in a small town and a businessperson in a big city both receive the same gift, one new day. This means that what truly matters is how we use our time, not how much we have. Because we all have the same amount. Using time wisely makes the difference. This is one of the biggest reasons why some people achieve great things in life. They don't have more hours than anyone else. They just use their hours better. They plan carefully. They focus on what matters. They don't waste time on things that give them nothing. And because of that, they get better results in their work, in their learning, and even in their happiness. Think about people who learn a new language, start a business, or become really good at something. It's not because they have more time. It's because they make time and use it with purpose. A simple daily example. Let's take a small example from daily life. Imagine you spend just 30 minutes every day watching short videos that don't teach you anything new. That doesn't sound like much, right? But let's do the math. In 1 week, that's 3.5 hours. In 1 month, that's about 14 hours. That's almost 2 full working days. Now imagine using that same time to listen to English podcasts, read, or learn a new skill. After 1 month, your knowledge grows. After 1 year, your life might completely change. That's the power of time when we respect it and use it wisely. Time affects everything. Another reason time is so valuable is because it touches every part of our lives. Your health, your relationships, your learning, your job, your peace of mind, everything depends on how you use your time. If you never give yourself time to rest, your body becomes tired and sick. If you don't make time for your family or friends, those relationships can slowly break. If you don't spend time learning or working, your future will suffer. So, time is not just a clock or a calendar. It's the foundation of your life. Every choice you make with your time creates your tomorrow. Time is a teacher. Time is also powerful because it teaches us. With time, we grow, we learn, and we change. But we must be awake and aware of that change. If you use your time wisely, you will grow in the right direction. You will see progress, step by step. But if you waste your time, the days will still pass, only you will feel stuck, as if nothing is moving forward. That's why it's not enough just to live with time. We must live with purpose. We must choose how we want to spend our time and what kind of life we want to create with it. The 3 truths about time. So, let's remember 3 simple truths about time. Time is limited. You don't have an endless supply of it. Time cannot be returned. Once it's gone forever. Time is equal for everyone. We all have the same 24 hours each day. These 3 truths make time one of the most valuable things in our lives. You can lose money and earn it again. You can break something and fix it. But when you lose time, it's truly lost. That's why we must treat our time with care, just like something rare and expensive, because it really is. Coming up next. In the next part of this episode, we'll talk about something very interesting, something that happens to almost everyone. We'll talk about how we often waste time without even knowing it. We'll look at the small habits and daily actions that secretly steal our time and how we can stop them before it's too late. So, are you ready to continue? Let's go. How we waste time without knowing it. Now that we understand why time is so valuable, let's ask an important question. Are we using our time wisely, or are we wasting it? The truth is, many people waste time every single day, but they don't even realize it. That's why, in this part of the episode, we'll talk about common time-wasting habits, how they affect our lives, and why wasting time is just like throwing money away. How we waste time without knowing it. Now that we know how valuable time is, let's talk about something that happens to almost everyone, wasting time without realizing it. It's not that we plan to waste time. Most of the time, it just happens. We think, I'll just check my phone for a minute, or I'll start my work in 5 minutes. But suddenly, an hour has passed, and we don't even know where it went. So, let's look at some of the most common time-wasting habits and how they quietly steal our hours every single day. 1. Scrolling on social media. Let's begin with one of the biggest time wasters in the world today, scrolling on social media. It usually starts very simply. You open your phone just to check one message, see one post, or watch one short video. But then, before you know it, 30 minutes, 1 hour, or even more has passed. You might think it's just for fun, and yes, it feels fun in the moment. But often, when you finish, you realize you didn't really learn anything useful. You just kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Now, social media isn't always bad. You can find good things there. You can learn new ideas, read the news, or connect with friends. The problem starts when you lose control of your time. Think of it like your wallet. If you throw away one small coin, it doesn't seem like much, right? But if you keep throwing away a coin every few minutes, one day you'll look in your wallet and it's empty. That's exactly what happens with time. A few minutes here, a few minutes there, and suddenly your day is gone. 2. Watching too much TV or online shows. Another big time waster is watching too much TV or too many online shows. After a long day, it feels nice to sit down and relax with your favorite show. And that's perfectly fine, everyone needs rest. But here's what often happens. We don't just watch one episode. We say, just one more, then another and another. Soon, 2 or 3 hours have passed. The time that could have been used for learning, reading, exercising, or sleeping is gone. Again, TV itself isn't bad, it's about balance. When we don't plan how long to watch, it becomes a silent thief that steals our hours without us noticing. 3. Procrastination, I'll do it later. Sometimes, we waste time by doing nothing at all. You sit on your bed or at your desk and say, I'll do it later, or I'll start in 5 minutes. But those 5 minutes become 30, and 30 becomes an hour. This habit is called procrastination when you keep delaying something important. Maybe you plan to study English, clean your room, or finish your homework, but you keep waiting for the right time. And when you finally start, it's late, you're tired, and you feel bad because you didn't use your time the way you wanted. 4. Not having a plan for the day. Another silent way we lose time is by not having a plan. When you wake up and don't know what you want to do, your day controls you, instead of you controlling your day. You go from one thing to another, checking your phone, replying to messages, watching random videos, doing a little of this and a little of that. Before you know it, the day is over, but you didn't do anything meaningful. It's like having a small hole in your pocket. You don't notice it, but slowly your money, or in this case, your time, slips away without you seeing it. 5. Distractions, the hidden thief. Here's another very common example. You sit down to study or work, and your phone is right next to you. A message pops up, you check it. Then you reply. Then you open another app. Before you realize it, 20 minutes have disappeared, and you haven't even started your task. This is called distraction. And it's one of the most silent and dangerous ways we waste time. The worst part is it makes us feel busy. We think we're doing something important, but we're actually not moving forward. Remember, being busy doesn't always mean being productive. Just like with money, spending doesn't always mean you're spending well. Wasting time is like wasting money. So, how is wasting time like wasting money? Let's think of a simple example. Imagine you go to a store every day and buy a small snack for $1. That doesn't seem like much. But after 1 month, you've spent about $30. After 1 year, you've spent $365, almost the price of something valuable you could have bought or saved for. Now, think about your time. If you waste just 20 minutes every day, that's over 120 hours in a year. 120 hours. That's enough time to read 10 books, learn a new skill, start an online course, or even practice English every day and make big progress. That's a huge amount of time, but most people never even notice it slipping away. The hidden danger of small habits. The scary part is that most time-wasting habits feel small and harmless at first. One more video, one more message, one more short break. But over time, those small actions steal your hours, your days, and your dreams. They take away the time you could have used to build a better, happier life. Just like small savings can make your bank account grow, small wasted minutes can quietly make your future smaller. What can we do? So, what can we do to stop wasting time? The first step is awareness, to notice where your time is going. Start paying attention to your daily habits. Ask yourself, what do I do in the first hour after I wake up? How much time do I spend on my phone? What takes my attention when I should be studying or working? Once you see clearly where your time is going, you can start to make changes. Because awareness is the beginning of control. How to use time wisely, like spending money wisely. Let's take a moment to think about your own habits. How much time do you spend on your phone in one day? How many hours of TV do you watch in a week? You don't need to change everything at once. But when you understand your habits, you can start making better choices. And that's what we'll talk about next, how to use your time wisely, the same way smart people use their money wisely. Why time is like money. So far, we've talked about how time is like wealth, it's valuable, it's limited, and once you lose it, you can't get it back. We also learned how easy it is to waste it without even noticing. Now, let's take the next step, how to use time wisely, just like you would use money wisely. Imagine this. You get your salary at the beginning of the month. What do? You don't spend it all at once. You make a plan, a budget. You decide. How much will go to food? How much to rent or bills? How much for transportation? And maybe you save a little for the future. This plan helps you live comfortably for the whole month. If you don't plan, your money can disappear very quickly, and by the end of the month, you might wonder, where did it all go? Your time works in exactly the same way. Making a time budget. Every day, when you wake up, think of your day like your time salary. You get 24 hours, no more, no less. What if you made a small time budget for those hours? It doesn't have to be complicated. Just take 5 minutes in the morning to plan your day. Ask yourself, what are the most important things I need to do today? What things can wait until later? You can write them down or just think about them clearly. This small habit is like telling your mind, here is how I want to spend my time today. It's a simple action, but it can completely change your day. A planned day is usually a more productive and peaceful day. Setting your priorities. Now that you have a plan, it's time to set your priorities. But what does that mean? It means choosing what really matters and what doesn't. Not everything you do in a day is equally important. Some things are important for your future, like studying, exercising, or spending time with your family. Other things might feel urgent, like checking messages or watching a new video, but they don't really help you grow. If you always do the easy or fun things first, you might never have time for the things that truly matter. Here's a question you can use to decide your priorities. Will this activity help me grow, help me learn, or make my life better in the future? If the answer is yes, then it's a good use of your time. If the answer is no, maybe it can wait. When you start thinking like this, you focus your time and energy on what's truly valuable. The 3 best ways to use your time. Now, let's talk about where your time gives the best return, like the best investment. In life, there are 3 main areas that give you the biggest results when you invest your time wisely. Learning, health, relationships. Let's look at each one. 1. Learning. When you spend time learning something new, like English, for example, you're not wasting time, you're investing it. Every minute you study adds value to your future. Learning opens doors, creates opportunities, and makes you more confident. Even just 20 or 30 minutes of focused study a day can make a big difference in a few months. It's like saving small amounts of money over time. It grows into something powerful. 2. Health. The second area is your health. If you use your time to go for a walk, cook a healthy meal, stretch, or get enough sleep, your body and mind become stronger. Good health gives you the energy to enjoy life and to keep working toward your goals. Without health, even if you have money or success, it's hard to feel happy. So spending time on your health is one of the smartest investments you can ever make. 3. Relationships. And finally, relationships, the people you care about, your family, your friends, your partner. When you spend time with them, you build strong connections that give you love, support, and happiness. Even a 10-minute talk with someone you care about can make your day and their day much better. Time spent with people you love is never wasted. Small time, big results. Of course, we're all busy. Sometimes it feels like there's no time for learning, health, or relationships. But the truth is, we always have time. It's not about having more hours. It's about how we use the hours we already have. Even a few minutes a day can create big results over time. For example, reading just 5 pages a day means finishing several books in a year. Walking for 20 minutes a day can make you healthier and happier. Spending a few minutes talking to someone can make your relationship stronger. Small actions done every day build big changes in the future. Wrapping up this part. So, to use your time wisely, make a simple plan each morning. Decide what's most important to you. Spend more time on learning, health, and relationships. Just like with money, it's not about how much you have, it's about how you use it. When you use your time wisely, you create a better, calmer, and more meaningful life. Small habits, big results. Small habits repeated again and again bring big results over time. You don't need to make huge changes to see progress. You just need to start small and stay consistent. Now, let's talk about a few simple time management tips that you can start using today. These methods are easy to follow, and if you use them regularly, they can completely change how you use your day. Tip 1. Try the Pomodoro technique. The first tip is something called the Pomodoro technique. It's a simple but powerful way to stay focused. Here's how it works. You work or study for 25 minutes. Then you take a 5-minute break. After 4 rounds of this, you take a longer break, maybe 15 to 30 minutes. This method helps your brain stay fresh and sharp. When you know you only need to focus for 25 minutes, it feels easier to start and your mind doesn't get tired as quickly. You can use a timer on your phone or even download a Pomodoro app to help you keep track. Try it for 1 day. You'll be surprised how much more focused and productive you feel. Tip 2. Remove distractions. The second tip is to remove distractions. If you want to focus deeply, your phone can be your biggest enemy. When you study or work, put your phone on silent mode or even in another room. One small change like this can make a huge difference. You'll notice how much more you can do when your attention isn't constantly pulled away by messages, notifications, or videos. Remember, every small distraction costs you time, and once that time is gone, it doesn't come back. Tip 3. Make a to-do list. The third tip is to make a simple to-do list. Write down 3 to 5 things you want to finish today. Start with the most important one, not the easiest, but the one that truly matters. Don't try to do everything at once. Just focus on one task at a time. When you finish a task, check it off your list. That small act gives you a sense of progress and motivation. By the end of the day, you can actually see what you've accomplished, and that feels great. Tip 4. Rest and enjoy life. The last tip is something many people forget. Take time to rest and enjoy life. Using your time wisely doesn't mean working nonstop. Just like with money, it's important to save, but it's also okay to spend some on things that make you happy. The key is balance. Take breaks. Spend time in nature. Listen to music. Talk with people you love. Rest helps your brain and body recharge, so you can do more and feel better the next day. Time is a helper, not an enemy. So, to sum up, plan your day like a budget. Set clear priorities. Use your time for learning, growth, and health. Manage it with small, consistent habits. When you do this, time becomes your helper, not your enemy. It starts working for you instead of against you. And now, let's take one more step forward from managing time to investing it. Just like people invest money to get rewards in the future, we can invest our time the same way. Time investment, getting returns like money. Now that you know how to manage your time wisely, let's go a little deeper. Let's talk about something even more powerful, time investment. You already know what it means to invest money. You save it, you put it into something valuable, and after some time, it grows and gives you more back. But have you ever thought about investing your time in the same way? A time investment means spending your time today on something useful, something that doesn't bring results right away, but will bring big rewards in the future. Think about learning. Think about building skills. 2. Taking care of your health. Now think about exercise. Maybe you walk for 20 or 30 minutes every day or do a few stretches at home. It doesn't take much time. You don't need a gym or special equipment. But when you do it regularly, your body thanks you. You feel more active, you sleep better, you get sick less often, and you have more energy. You may even live longer and feel happier. That's another time investment. You are giving your time to your body today, and your body gives you health in return tomorrow. 3. Reading and learning. Many people say, I don't have time to read. But if you read just 10 pages a day, you can finish 15 to 20 books in 1 year. That's a lot of new ideas and knowledge. You can learn about the world, understand people better, and become more creative. This doesn't happen overnight, but over time, your mind becomes richer and wiser. So, reading is not just a hobby, it's a smart time investment. You give your time to a book today, and the ideas you learn give you benefits for years to come. 4. Building relationships. Time investments are not only about study or health. You can also invest time in your relationships. When you spend time with your family or friends, talking, listening, laughing, you make those relationships stronger. Maybe you don't see the value right away. But later, when life gets hard or stressful, those people will be there for you. The time you spend today builds trust, love, and connection for the future. It's like saving emotional wealth in your relationship bank. 5. Developing new skills. Another great example is learning a new skill: cooking, writing, coding, playing music, or starting a small side project. At first, it may feel slow or difficult. You might think, I'm not good at this. But if you give it a little time each day, you slowly improve. And one day, that skill might help you earn money, change your career, or simply feel more confident. Every minute you spend learning is a step toward a better version of yourself. Why don't people invest their time? So, if time investment is so powerful, why don't more people do it? The answer is simple. Most people want quick results. If they don't see success right away, they stop. But time doesn't work like that. It's just like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed today and expect fruit tomorrow. You water it, give it sunlight, and wait. Slowly, it grows. Then one day, it gives you sweet fruit. The same happens with your time. You must be patient and trust the process. Even if the results come slowly, they will be worth it. Time investment versus time expense. Here's a useful question to ask yourself. Is this a time investment or a time expense? A time investment gives you something valuable later. A time expense gives you pleasure now, but nothing in return. For example, watching one funny video might make you laugh, and that's fine. But if you spend hours doing it, that's a time expense. You spent your time, but you got nothing lasting in return. Now imagine using that same time to learn something new, read, or exercise. That's a time investment, because it brings you value in the future. So, before you spend your time, think carefully. Is this helping my future self? If the answer is yes, it's a smart way to use your time. You don't need a lot of time, just consistency. And here's the best part. You don't need a lot of time to start. You just need to be consistent. Even 15 to 30 minutes a day can change your life if you use that time wisely. The secret is not doing a lot one time. The secret is doing a little every day. Small, steady actions create big results. Over time, your efforts grow like interest in a bank account. You invest your time, and life gives you rewards. So remember, when you use your time well today, your future becomes easier, brighter, and more successful. Time investment is one of the smartest choices you can ever make. Because this time, you are not investing in money or things. You are investing in yourself. In the next part of this episode, we'll talk about how to treat your time like money in daily life. You'll learn how to make a time budget, say no to time wasters, and track where your time goes so you can take control of it. Let's keep going and learn how to make every minute count. Tips for treating your time like money. We've talked a lot about how time is like money. It's valuable. It's limited. And if you use it wisely, it can bring big rewards. But now, you might be wondering, how can I actually treat my time like money in daily life? What can I do each day to make sure I'm not wasting it? In this part of the episode, we'll go over some simple, practical tips you can start using right away. You don't need a special app or a complicated system. All you need is a little awareness and the decision to start managing your time with care. 1. Make a time budget. Just like you plan how to spend your money each month, you can plan how to spend your time each day. A time budget means deciding in advance how you want to use your hours. Let's say you have about 16 waking hours after sleeping. You could plan something like this: 8 hours for work or school, 1 hour for exercise, 2 hours for meals and rest, 1 hour for learning something new, 1 hour for family or friends, 3 hours for free time. This is only an example. Your plan might look very different. Some days are busier, some are lighter. That's okay. The goal isn't to make a perfect schedule. The goal is to be aware of how you're spending your time, so it doesn't disappear without you noticing. When you plan your time, you feel more in control. You stop reacting to life and you start leading it. 2. Say no to time wasters. This one can be tough. Time wasters are often fun, that's why they're so tempting. It's easy to say, just one more video. Or, I'll check my phone for a minute. Or, I'll go out now and study later. But every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that matters more. Start by noticing what steals your time. Maybe it's social media, online shopping, video games, or endless scrolling. Then, try to reduce those habits, not remove them completely, just control them. For example, you might tell yourself, I'll watch videos for 30 minutes, but only after I study for 1 hour. This way, you still enjoy your free time, but you earn it first. You feel relaxed without guilt, and you make progress toward your goals. Remember, saying no isn't about being strict or removing joy. It's about protecting your time, so you can spend it on the things that truly help you grow. 3. Use a planner or a simple notebook. One of the best tools you can use is a planner or diary. Writing things down helps your brain remember and stay organized. You don't need a fancy app or expensive notebook. Even a simple piece of paper works perfectly. In the morning, write down 3 to 5 important things you want to do today. These could be simple like study English for 30 minutes, go for a walk, call a friend, finish a school project. As you complete each task, check it off. It feels great to see your progress, like collecting small wins during the day. Then, at the end of the day, take a few minutes to review. Ask yourself, what did I do today? Did I use my time the way I planned? Where did I lose time? What can I do better tomorrow? You don't need to write an essay, just a few short notes or thoughts. The goal isn't perfection. It's awareness. When you understand where your time is going, you can make smarter choices and slowly improve. 4. Learn from your time mistakes. Here's a simple truth. Everyone wastes time sometimes. We all get distracted. We all have lazy moments. And that's okay. Maybe you plan to study for 1 hour, but instead, you watched videos for 45 minutes. Don't feel bad about it. Don't call it failure. Just notice it and learn from it. Ask yourself, why did this happen? Was I tired? Was I bored? Was I distracted? When you understand why, you can fix it next time. Maybe you'll study earlier in the day when your mind is fresh. Maybe you'll keep your phone in another room while you work. Every small improvement makes your next day better. 5. Reward yourself. Managing time doesn't mean working all the time. Just like saving money, it's healthy to spend some time on fun and relaxation too. After finishing your tasks, reward yourself. Watch a show, go for a walk, or spend time with someone you like. This balance keeps your mind fresh and motivated. When you take care of yourself, you'll have more energy to use your time wisely again tomorrow. A final thought. When you treat your time like money, you stop wasting it without thinking. You plan it, track it, and use it on things that matter. Learning, health, relationships, and personal growth. Every small change adds up. Every minute you use well brings you closer to your goals. So remember, time is your most valuable currency. Spend it wisely. Invest it carefully. And watch how your life begins to grow. In the next part of this episode, we'll explore how to track your time, so you can see exactly where it goes, just like checking your bank statement for your money. Once you understand your time spending habits, you can take full control and make every hour count. Building strong time habits. Then, plan a small change for tomorrow. Maybe you'll keep your phone in another room, or study at a different time when your mind feels fresher. These small changes might seem tiny today, but over time, they help you build strong and healthy time habits. Also, remember to plan time for breaks and fun. Treating your time like money doesn't mean working all the time. Just like money is meant to be saved and spent, time is meant to be used for both work and rest. Schedule time to relax, to enjoy a hobby, or to spend time with the people you care about. When you plan your fun time, you enjoy it even more because you know you've already done the important things first. Another helpful idea is to use a simple timer while doing focused work. You can use your phone, a kitchen timer, or even a small clock. Set it for 25 minutes and focus on just one task. This is called the Pomodoro technique, which we mentioned earlier. After 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, then repeat the process. This simple method helps you stay focused and keeps your mind from getting tired too quickly. It also teaches you discipline, one short, focused block at a time. Finally, be kind to yourself. Not every day will go as planned. Some days, you'll waste time. You'll get distracted. And that's okay. What matters most is that you notice it, learn from it, and try again tomorrow. Time management isn't about being perfect. It's about being aware, being intentional, and improving step by step. Let's quickly review the tips from this episode. Make a time budget. Plan your day the same way you plan your money. Say no to time wasters that don't give you anything valuable in return. Use a planner or diary to stay organized and focused. Review your day each night to see how you really spent your time. Plan time for both work and rest. Balance is the key to success. Use a timer to stay focused and work in short, powerful bursts. Keep trying, even when it's hard or when you fail. Every day is a fresh start. When you follow these small, simple steps, you begin to take control of your time. You stop letting life just happen to you, and you start creating the life you truly want. Every day becomes a new opportunity to build your future, 1 hour at a time. Motivational ending. Your time is your life. We've reached the final part of today's episode, and I want to leave you with one powerful thought. Your time is your life. Think about it. Every second, every minute, and every hour that passes is part of your life story. You can't touch time. You can't hold it in your hands. But you can feel it passing, moment by moment. Every new day that begins is one more chance to make your life better, or one more chance to let it slip away. That's why it's so important to value your time. Every hour is like a small piece of gold. When you collect those golden hours and use them well, they build a rich, beautiful, and meaningful life. But if you throw them away, a few minutes here, an hour there, you lose something you can never get back. You don't need to be perfect. You don't have to work nonstop. You don't have to fill every minute with serious tasks. But do your best to use your time with purpose. Even small steps, reading a few pages, learning a few new words, taking a short walk, or talking to someone you care about can make a big difference over time. Because in the end, your time is your life. And how you spend your time is how you spend your life. So take care of it. Protect it. Use it wisely. And build a life that you'll be proud of 1 day, 1 hour, 1 moment at a time. Final part. Your time is your life. But what you really need is awareness. You need to be conscious of where your time is going. You need to ask yourself often, is this how I want to spend my life? Because in the end, that's what time truly is, your life, divided into small, precious pieces. When you start using your time wisely, things begin to change. You start feeling more in control. You feel calmer, clearer, and prouder of yourself. You start moving forward, step by step. Slowly, you begin to see the results of your good choices. You learn more. You feel healthier. Your relationships grow stronger. And most of all, you begin to feel that your life has purpose. And remember this, you don't need to make big changes to change your life. Small steps matter. 5 minutes of learning, 10 minutes of walking, a short talk with someone you love. These may seem like small actions, but over time, they can create big results. Let me give you a final example. Imagine planting a small seed in the ground. At first, you don't see anything. Days or even weeks may pass without any change. But every day you give it a little water, a little sunlight, and a little care. Then one day, the seed becomes a plant. And later, it grows into a beautiful tree. That tree gives you shade, fruit, and beauty. The same is true for your time. The time you invest today will grow into the life you want tomorrow. So, be careful with your time. Protect it. Use it with love and care. Use it to grow, to learn, to rest, and to build. Say yes to things that matter, and no to things that don't. Give your time to people who support you, to activities that teach you, and to habits that help you improve. Before we end, I want to share a simple quote that I really love. Don't spend time. Invest it. It's short, but very powerful. It means don't just let your time go by without thinking. Choose how you use it. Use it to create something better for yourself and for your future. Your time is a tool. If you use it well, it will build a beautiful life for you. Thank you message. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I truly appreciate that you chose to listen to this episode of Mr. English Lab. It means a lot to me, and I hope you found the ideas about time and how to use it wisely useful not only for your English learning, but also for your life. Before we finish, I want to ask you to take a short moment right now and think about your own time. How do you use it? Do you spend most of your day doing things that help you grow? Or do you sometimes lose time without even realizing it? Remember, time is like money, but even more valuable, because once it passes, it never comes back. You don't need to change everything today, but just thinking about your time is the first step to using it better. Maybe today, you can choose to do one small thing differently. Turn off your phone for 30 minutes to study, read a few pages of a book, or take a short walk to relax your mind. These small steps, done regularly, create big changes over time. I hope this episode gave you some ideas and motivation to start treating your time like a valuable treasure. Your time is your life. It's in your hands, and you have the power to use it well. I also want to invite you to join me in the next episode of Mr. English Lab. We have many interesting topics that will help you practice your English, learn new things, and improve your listening and speaking in a fun, simple way. If you liked this episode, please share it with your friends or family who are also learning English. Talking about time and how to use it wisely is something everyone can benefit from, no matter what language they speak. And finally, thank you once again for being here. I look forward to joining you again very soon in the next episode. Until then, take good care of yourself and your time. Goodbye for now. And remember, every minute counts.